Yes, yes. Hello, all. So I am back. I'm back out here. I am doing another deep dive on this Allison Holker situation. Allison Holker is the widow of the late DJ Twitch, who allegedly um, self-deleted himself. So basically, this week she has come out on some talk shows. She's come out on damn near everywhere on the internet with her story because she's writing a book about her late husband. And now I made videos about this months ago, about this woman, not about her story because she just announced it. But I made videos on this woman months ago because I was not fooled by the fact that she was claiming that this was her one and only. She looked like she was mourning, but who was to really say at the time? But I wasn't fooled because I look at the chick and I see that she looks shady, she looks sketchy, and if you look at Twitch in comparison with her, he looks full of life, he looks happy, he's enjoying himself, he's a dancer. And one of the first things I brought up in the videos months ago that I was making on why I didn't trust her is because she actually was not willing on taking his last name. And while, a lot of people may not think that's a huge issue, considering who he was compared to her, I mean, this dude, he had a lot larger platform. He was a lot more famous than her. He was the dancer on Ellen DeGeneres, while her career was kind of fizzling out at the time. So I'm gonna do a bit more of a deep dive here. I'm back at the gym. I'm here. It's 6 a.m. 6:46 Eastern Standard Time. I had to come through here because I had to get out here before all the New Year's resolutioners get in. So you gotta get here early. But yeah, I'm gonna go into this little deep dive. So bear with me. I'm gonna share my screen here. Now I had a little bit of an issue sharing the screen last time. Let's see here. So I think I got it worked out this time, but you guys make of it what you will. I'll show you this chick, this Allison Holker. Now, I can look at a chick and I can see that this chick looks sketchy as hell. You may not agree, right? You may not agree, but if you look at this chick, she looks mad sketch. Look at her eyes. So this is something that I've become quite accustomed to because I am quite familiar with. I've become familiarized with a lot of women, right? Now, I've had women over the years that I've grown up with who became exotic dancers, who worked in the nightlife, women of the night, if you will. These are women who made a living off, you know, wringing men dry like a sponge. So I can identify from meeting a lot of these women who I am familiar with, their coworkers. I can look at a woman's eyes and I can see if she looks sketchy, right? So the first thing I identified when I was first looking at this chick is she looks sketchy. When you're looking at her in comparison to Twitch, he looks full of life, he looks happy, and she looking like, you know, this is what she looking like. She looks shady as hell. So when I first started talking about this, I was just really showing the fact that, Exhibit A, she didn't take his last name. And again, a lot of people may disagree with me thinking that's a red flag. But when you have a situation like Twitch, where he was a star, right, and she was also in the public eye, but nowhere near his level of fame, and the guy's name is literally Boss. So if you want to give the argument that she was trying to girl boss, she was trying to be boss it up. Okay, well, all she had to do, all she had to do was change her name to Girl, and her name would have literally been Girl Boss. But that's another story. But if you look at this chick, like, yo, every picture I could pull up, she looks like she's scheming. She looks like she's scheming. So I'm thinking like, yo, how is it possible that people can look at this woman and not see that she's looking sketchy, right? To me, this is clear as day. I like to attribute it to the fact that, I don't beat my meat. You had some crazy fundamentalist Christians over the years that used to say like masturbation makes you go blind. Look, I have no idea, but I can tell you, I can look at people and I can see a lot about them just by how they look, just by how they look at things, what they look at, how they look at what they look at, especially when you're talking about women, how they look at children, you know. So I'm looking at this chick. This is not a chick I would ever talk to. She looks sketchy as hell. So anyway, this was chicks, pride and joy. Twitch, excuse me, this was Twitch's pride and joy here. So this chick now, she's deciding that she's gonna write a book. She's trying to play it off like she doesn't have any ulterior motives, that she's not coming out of malice. But here's the thing: this woman claims that when she was searching for an outfit for his funeral, and she was digging in a closet, and she found this box or whatever of his belongings, and the belongings contained some narcotics, some substances, right? Prohibited substances. So she's now claiming that he had, this dark side, that he had a substance abuse issue. Now, here's where this gets interesting, because she's claiming he has a substance abuse issue. When you look back at the autopsy report, right, from 2022, it says clearly here, clear as day. Let me just pull this up. Now, it says clear as day that autopsy not revealing any signs of drug use, or alcohol, right? So no substance abuse or alcohol detected, or I shouldn't say abuse, no substances or alcohol detected in his blood or in his, I don't know if they took hair samples or what. Now, this stuff, if you have substances in your body, this stays in your system for quite a long time. So I find it very interesting that at the time of the autopsy, none of this was detected. None of this was detected. This was years ago when they did the original autopsy. So you see, when people are trying to paint a story, they can fumble certain things. They're not, and she's fumbling this bag, or she's fumbling this story that she has. And look, I'm not gonna say that the chick was cheating per se. This is alleged. All of this is alleged. This is my opinion of the sequence of events. But she claims that she found this uh, container of substances with a dear friend. Okay, now I know women very well. I've dealt with a lot of women, right? I have a lot of experience, and I also have experience of people in my family, right, who are married, who are dating, whatever. I've seen this happen countless times. When women tell stories, right, about individuals, and they leave out gender of the individual, this can be, I'm not saying it is in her case or that she was cheating, but this can be indicative that this friend, dear friend, is a male friend, right? So if you ask me, this is alleged. This is what I think happened. If you ask me what happened, is that she had one of her friends, and they were going through stuff, they were cleaning up, right? And this person found her pack, because going back now to what this chick looked like, if you asking me who's the person that has substance abuse issues, it's not going to be Twitch, right? Call me biased if you want, right? Call me biased if you want. But if you look at these two individuals and you ask me if this was just a flashcard that you showed me out of the blue and I had no idea who these people were, and you ask me who is the person who is more likely to have substance abuse issues, I'm choosing this babe, right? I'm choosing her. And this is not a racial bias, because we all know, got a lot of pookies, a lot of ray rays that be chuffing it up. you know so trust me, that is not any type of bias in that regard, right? But I would tell you straight, if you show me a picture of these two and you ask me who's more likely to have a substance abuse issue, it would be this chick. I mean, just this chick looks like a mess. Now, that was Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Exhibit C now is the fact that she claims that this is her one and only. Now, I don't know if you guys know what the word only means, but the word only claims that there's none other, right? So, this woman, before Twitch got with her, before Twitch married her, she had a kid from another dude. I'm not here to shame single moms. I don't care. That's not my issue. I don't think there's anything wrong with. I'm not the guy that comes on line like these red pillars and claims that you should never go with a single mom. But if you think about the term or the statement "one and only," right, and she got a kid from next dude, questionable. All right, that's number one. Number two, a mourning widow. Okay, she is mourning. She's in a time of mourning. Many widows, they never get over their dear husband passing, right? Especially if it's something so tragic as a self deletion. But this chick had a new dude in under 2 years, right? So that's exhibit. I don't even know where I'm at now. Exhibit D, right? That's exhibit D. So exhibit D now is she had an ex dude. Exhibit C was she had a dude before Twitch. So when she's on here claiming one and only after he passed away, I wasn't buying it. That's why I was getting on the bait from damn near a year ago. All right. So I mean, you guys can make of this what you will. I promise that noise is not my smoke detector going off. But yeah, this chick is sketchy as hell. And again, you guys make of it what you will. I'm just here to don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, guys, gotta be careful out here. You men, you guys are in bad shape out here. Bad shape. You know, there's no rush. You don't have to go after these types of chicks, man. You don't go broke.